Yeah, there's a ton of gunk in that water. So I'm glad I'm filtering it. Dub C here, we're back on another Survival Saturday. So it's looking like winter's almost over. Most of the snow's melted off. It's still a little bit chilly, but that's okay, because no matter the weather, I'm always going to come out here and have some fun outdoors. I'm planning on doing it overnight tonight. I hiked out to a cool spot, and I got to build a temporary shelter. So while I'm out here, I always like to review some gear and eat some food. For the gear, I got a Minotaur Trading Company water filtration straw, so I'll show a couple ways this is used to get some clean water, very important. And then I have a Minotaur Trading Company Tarp tent. I'm going to utilize this in my hybrid build of my shelter, so I'm really excited to show that off. And then I have a really awesome, versatile, it's called a sticky pack. It can go on your backpack, it can go on your cot, it can go on the hammock. These things are great, and actually made by StickyFingaz 745, one of the great MRE reviewers in the community. And I'm really excited to show some of the detail on this, because this is very good construction. I mean, it's very durable and very good product. Next thing I got for the food, I got a Arctic Field Ration Minotaur Trading Company March Special Bob's Breakfast Bowl. And I'm excited to try this out. I love breakfast, but I got a lot of work to do on the shelter, so I'm going to go ahead and start on that. Okay, so it's pretty thick brush right here. I'm going to go ahead and clear this out, make a little opening. I plan on making a wall in the back, wall maybe on the sides, and then a firewall in the front, and then putting the tarp over top and being low profile. So we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I'm making good progress. I cleared everything out. I got the back wall done, kind of the foundation set. I made 4 stakes, pounded them in the ground, and then I stacked some deadfall on them, and I tied off the tops right here. So now I just want to kind of get the sidewalls on, and then I can put up the tarp to have the basis of the shelter done. Okay, we got the second wall done. Now I just need to get on the other side and we can put up the tarp. All right, so I got the 2 walls and the back wall done. The foundation, the hybrid shelters set up. I noticed there's quite a bit of moss on the ground, so I'm actually going to lay some moss in here for a moss bed, and then I'll get into that Minotaur Trading Company tarp tent. We can put it up top. Okay, the Minotaur Trading Company tarp tent. Now this was folded in there nicer, but I did pull it out, but it says the Bob's got set up, so it'll open up with the Minotaur Trading Company logo. And I can see right away, it's got a nice like reflective side on the back. You got the big tarp, pull that out. And it comes with a tarp bag, so you can hold the tarp inside, which is really nice. And here's the stakes and cordage. So we got one, I think there's 4 stakes altogether. 4 stakes, and then some cordage to tie it off. Okay, now that we've seen what's in the box, got the moss bed done, let's get the tarp up. Okay, we got the tarp all tied down on 4 sides, and I ran a guideline up the top, and then we're all covered up. So let's get inside and see what we got. It's working pretty good. Now I think I'll have a spot for the fire right here. That way I have an exit right here if I need to get out. So, liking layout, lots of space. There's quite a bit of room inside here. So I'll put that side for my gear and then put everything I need up here. All right, now that everything's kind of set up, I got my moss bed down. I'm gonna lay out my sleeping pad. And then I'm gonna use the Coleman, I think it's a 30 to 50 degrees, because it'll probably be low 20s tonight, but that should be plenty of sleeping bag for what I need. I gotta get a different, like a different range than my super cold one. I have that Teton negative 29 degrees, but I want to get some like a 0 degree, maybe a Teton, and maybe like a, this one will work, but just a little bit different one. Let me set it up. Right now the bed's set up, I can start worrying about water. I'll probably go collect some water from stream, use the filter, to get some fresh water for dinner. And dinner we're having the Arctic Field Ration, Bob's breakfast bowl. I'm pretty excited for that. This is pretty comfortable so far. Should work out good. Okay, so we got the Minotaur Trading Company water filtration straw. This thing is very versatile. Comes in a little pouch. You can get out the filter. The cool thing is this hooks up to like a 2-liter bottle. So if you found a 2-liter bottle out in the wilderness, you could utilize that to store some water like I'm going to now. And you can cap it and hold on to the water. The other thing is it comes with a straw. So you can actually drink the water from it just by putting it on the end, and I could drink right from this if I wanted to. But I'm going to collect some water in a Ziploc bag, because again, you could find any kind of water, anything to hold water, and you could basically have that and drink out of it as you needed it. So really cool concept, but it kind of shows all the instructions in the back. It also works with a gravity feed system. You can drink the water directly, you can connect bottles. Like I said, very versatile. And it has the filter that really gets everything out, the 99.9%. Was it best filter accuracy, 0.01 microns, and it lifespan is 5,000 liters or 1,320 gallons. So let's go ahead and collect some water. So I can use the Ziploc baggie, just fill that up as a reservoir. The only bad thing about having like a Ziploc baggie is, you got to be careful how you're handling it, because it doesn't take much to pop it once you're full of water. But if you had to do what you had to do, you could definitely make it happen. Now, you can boil this, and that works too. But the filter's nice because, I don't know about you, but I don't want to be drinking all that gunk in the water. Now, you can filter it with a t-shirt, but you're not going to get everything out. I can't even know if I can show it right. Yeah, there's a ton of gunk in that water. So I'm glad I'm filtering it. Now I can fill up a 2-liter bottle. Like I said, this is dinner water, drinking water, cleaning water, anything you want to filter. Okay, I got the water, got the shelter set up. Now it's time to get a fire going. And I'm going to try another friction method in the fire, and it gives me a chance to showcase one of the sticky packs. So this is a sticky pack. Really cool. It's got elastic sides. It's actually got 2 zippers. So I thought about if you actually wanted to lock this, you could zip tie it or something to lock it, make sure it doesn't open. But it basically opens, closes both ways. And I put the fire method I want to try in here. So I've used cotton balls and like Vaseline before with a ferro rod, but this is a friction method. So I got a tin that I usually keep. This is where I keep I take the punk wood and I transfer it into like a char wood or something like that, and you can put a spark on the char wood and get it. But I also keep ashes, because ashes have benefits to starting fires as well. So I put them in the top shelf, and below the foam pad is my char wood. So what you do is you take the ash and you sprinkle it in the cotton ball, But you got to unroll the cotton ball first. And they typically they'll unroll like this. And I got a piece of wood that I batoned. I guess you take the ash, sprinkle it in here, and then you're supposed to roll it up, and then you're supposed to be able to roll it like in a friction method, and it's supposed to turn into an ember. So I don't know how much to put in. I've never tried this before, but it's always good to learn different ways to start fires. So now that I've gotten the ash in there, I'm going to put a little bit more just for good measure. Just roll it up nice and tight, because this is the portion you're going to want to roll in between the pieces of wood. Chunk in there. I'm not sure how long it's going to take either, so we'll see. Now I got it rolled nice and tight. Kind of set it here, and then I'll use the other piece of wood to rock it back and forth. But before I start the fire, I want to talk a little bit more about the sticky pack. So it's made in the USA. It's very cool. I like the little tag. I really like the logo as well. You know, it's got a little tent, moon, and a tree, and it's very quality material. It's also water resistant. I'm not sure if it's waterproof, but I poured some water on it and it just rolled right off. And you can see the inside, it's very roomy because it expands. So you can fit a bunch of stuff in there. And then if you want to condense it because you're not using it, you just basically pull it to the sides and it compresses. So very cool. Definitely can load this up, strap it to anything with these elastics. Your current gear. Like I said, I like when I have a hammock or something like that, and it's really cool because you can just attach this, have something you want to load up in there, and you have it. So really cool for all the things outdoors, right? Hiking, camping, backpacking, fishing. Very useful. And I'll put the link down for his Instagram down below so you can check him out. But I would definitely check them out. They're pretty awesome. Okay, now it's time to see if I can get this to ignite. So this is supposed to turn into ember. And then I take the ember and I got a tinder bundle that I made over here of dried leaves, some dried grass, and we'll see if this works out. So I can basically just put this on here and roll it back and forth. Okay, so try number one, disintegrated it. I don't know if I'm pushing too hard, so that's why we gotta try again. Guess that was strike two. But I'm not gonna give up just yet. Alright, this is the final try. Okay, so I couldn't get the cotton ball to work, and that's hard for me to say. I usually like working things out, but I need more practice on it. Which brings to another point. Always bring a second way of making fire. A third way, a fourth way, or fifth way. Always have redundancy when making fires. Got a nice fire going. I'm going to set up a little Y branch so I can have my kettle set up. I'm just going to do a single this time instead of double. Last time I did double, it worked out just fine, but single works out good too. Now I just got to find the stick, and bam, should be good to go. Well, that should be perfect right there. It's perfect placement. I can add water to that and get it boiling, no problem. All right, I'm pretty thirsty, so I'm gonna get a drink. And see, the water's got a yellow tint, similar to like it was in northern Minnesota. So that's pretty interesting. But I'm just going to open the Ziploc bag up. I'll place it on the straw. And then one thing I really like about these filters, they have a rubber top on the top. Other ones I know have like hard plastic and they don't seem to seal up that good. So water tastes fine. It tastes, there's no aftertaste of the filter or the water. And water tastes, it's really refreshing, but quite thirsty as well. So next thing I do is I put the filter on the bottle and I'm gonna load up the kettle. So when I go to cook up dinner, I just gotta throw it on there. It's already filtered water, ready to go. So So all you do is you unscrew the top. You take your filter, screw it on top of this. Then open our, make sure there's nothing in here. Oh, I got a leaf in there, nice. Everything else looks good. Then pop the top on the clear side and just squeeze the bottle. It's one of the fastest ways to purify the water right here. The gravity feed's nice as well, but I'm kind of hesitant on gravity feed because sometimes it takes too long, and these, you know, when you squeeze it, you fill it right up. And I could just take the Ziploc bag and fill this bottle back up if I wanted to. You know, whatever's easier. Once you get what you need off the filter, you just take it back off and you can seal up back your water. And one thing to notice about these filters is you can back flush them to make them last longer. Okay, got a nice fire going. It's time for dinner. And one of my favorite dinners is breakfast. So it's time for the Arctic Filled Ration Minotaur Trading Company March Special Bob's Breakfast Bowl. Let's get inside and see what we got. Alright, I was able to set up my light inside my shelter, and we'll just open it up inside. So, let's see what we have. First thing we got is a 3-in-1 vanilla coffee. It's like whole thing's ready to go. Just add the 24 ounces to hot water. We got the Minotaur Trading Company accessory kit. We have the main, which is Bob's Breakfast Bowl, and it's freeze dried, I believe, and vacuum packed. So definitely gonna hold up. We got some hardtack. Got a cool idea that actually Shocker gave me. Shocker reviewed this too. I'll put a link for his down below. But he gave me a really cool idea with the hardtack. We have the Ration dark chocolate. I don't know if I've had that before, but I've heard it's really good. We have some all-day corn nuts, big old bag of corn nuts. That's really good. I mean, this is set up for like essentially one meal, but this would last you quite a while. This is a freeze-dried strawberries. Very cool. I've been excited to try this. The Mediterranean citrus berry drink. I'm very excited to try that. Oh, awesome. Got some plackers, Macromint. I actually use these at home all the time, so it'd be really nice to have this, plus the toothbrush and the toothpaste before we go to bed. And then we have another cherry drink. Okay, let's see what's inside the accessory kit. So we have a Taster's Choice coffee. We got a spoon. We have all kinds of stuff. Water purification tab, explanation sheet. Looks like it's got some salt, and then here's the water purification tabs. We got some pepper. We got some non-dairy coffee creamer, a fresh nap, and some Smarties. It's actually pretty late, so I'm going to hold off on the coffee, but I will be drinking it in the morning. Okay, I got the kettle warming up the water. Got to filter 16 ounces of water for my drink. So I'm just going to go ahead and pour it into my Stanley 2 cup. Alright, so you can drink this in the pouch or in a cup. I'll just drink it in the pouch because I want to try this big old pouch out. Oh, it smells great. Got a nice mix to it. Go ahead and pour the water in. Okay, hot water's done as well. We'll do the same thing. I can touch the handle, it's great. This tea kettle works awesome. So it's about 10 ounces of water for the main. Open that up. Super excited for this main. I love breakfast. Oh man. Oh, it smells awesome. Go ahead and add the hot water. Got big old chunks of bacon, egg. Looks like gravy. Go ahead and seal that up. Now, the idea that Shocker had, and it's a fantastic idea, is having the hardtack. Once you open up here, it's super hard. and you have to have it in hot water or coffee or something like that for a little bit. So I'm going to break it in half and use half of it inside the strawberries, and then add the chocolate to like a cobbler. So that's gonna be awesome. I'll have the other half with the main. Here's the freeze-dried strawberries. Oh, I love those. I'm gonna go ahead and try those right now. A little bit of them, because I just like to eat them like this. All right, so we're gonna take these freeze-dried strawberries. Are fantastic, perfect flavor. I just really enjoy strawberries for breakfast or dinner, whatever. So take this hardtack, we'll smash it in the bottom, make kind of a base layer. We'll do it in a hardtack bag. And we'll add the strawberries on top of it. And then we'll add some of this chocolate and then the hot water. And we'll let that sit. So I'm adding 2 pieces of the hot chocolate, or this is dark chocolate, on top of the strawberry, on top of the hardtack. And we'll add some hot water. Just enough so it all reconstitutes together. That chocolate's all you're melting. Kind of fold over and let it sit. That'd be a perfect dessert. I'll go ahead and try a piece of this chocolate right away. This is the dark chocolate, Ration. That is some high quality chocolate right there. Very rich, very dark, and there's, I think it's a caramel filling, or maybe hazelnut. Yeah, it's just a dark chocolate bar with filling. That is fantastic. I'm going to set my hardtack on that. So we got the main constituting, that's seeming pretty good. We got our citrus drink reconstituting. Got the dessert making up. It's time to try these all-day corn nuts. I'm going to say that all this stuff is really easy to eat out and outdoors. You know, I'm sitting out here camping, and everything's ready to go. Everything is made in the pouch. Everything is really accessible. The snacks have, you know, everything's got the gusset that can set up by itself. Really easy to eat. Can't ask for more. These corn nuts are great. You know, I ate quite a bit of them, and there's still a ton left. Huge, definitely all-day snack. Now I'm going to try this Mediterranean citrus berry drink. Those corn nuts have the perfect amount of salt on them. Now, try this drink out to quench my thirst. Man, all I can say is Bobby nailed it on this one. It's a perfect blend of berry and citrus together. A sweet and tart that gives you an awesome, you know, quench your thirst. Perfect. And there's a lot in this pouch, so it's really good. I think the main's almost done. I'm going to go ahead and take a look at it. All right, the main is done. I'm going to go ahead and set this hardtack. Probably break up a few pieces of it. Let it sit under this hot main. All right, here it comes. This is the Bob breakfast bowl. Perfect. Ton of food. Reconstituted. Excellent. It's not watery or anything. Oh man, I'm so excited to try this. Got a big old chunk of egg in there. And let that hardtack sit into that. Let's try this out. This may be one of the best freeze-dried mains I've had, because the hash browns, the eggs, and everything reconstituted perfectly. There's chunks of ham, and I can taste like a bacon. Maybe it's a ham flavor, but the gravy is the key. It bonds everything together so well. Because, you know, you can get your breakfast skillets and all that stuff. You don't have that gravy on there. The gravy is the key. I love biscuits and gravy. I love taking gravy and just putting it all over my breakfast. This is exactly what it is. And it's awesome. All right, let that hardtack sit under there for a little bit. Let's see if it softened up. Try that. That's just like biscuits and gravy. That hardtack works perfectly. It's softened up. The longer you let sit, the more absorbed. But I like a little crunch to it. And here's another piece right there. This is just amazing all together. Okay, that main, absolutely top notch. I ate it all. Couldn't stop myself. It's time for dessert. Now, usually I would say time for a dessert megabyte. But this is all Shocker here. Shocker made up this idea, and it looks awesome. So this is the hardtack with the strawberries mixed with chocolate. Look at that. Let's go ahead and try that. Nailed it, Chalker. This is fantastic. The chocolate melted down, created like a syrup, covered everything up, mixed with the strawberries, and that hardtack just absorbed both chocolate and strawberry flavor to make the perfect little dessert pouch. This is amazing. Wow, just amazing ration. This is, if you haven't got a chance to get this, get this. I think there's only 100 made. Pick one up now. I'm going to be getting some more of these if I can. This breakfast bowl main, fantastic. The drink, everything's amazing. Perfect dinner. I'm going to go and finish this up and kind of hang out by the fire. It's about bedtime, but still just enjoying the fire. I got enough firewood for the night. Got it piled up. Like I said, everything went good today. Had a really nice dinner. That main is still, I'm still thinking it's like one of the best mains I've had. Water filter worked good. Still upset I couldn't get that fire going with that cotton ball trick, but just something I gotta practice, get down. So just gonna enjoy the fire a little bit more, and then it'll be bedtime. Just stoked the fire for the last time. It's time for bed. This moss bed is super comfortable. I think it's the most comfortable natural bed I've slept on, or laying on at least. But it's just really nice. The pine bed was nice too, but this is the moss obviously is so much softer. So I gotta see you guys tomorrow. Okay, it's morning time. Got the fire stoked. I'm gonna make some coffee. Put the kettle on, get some water going. So yeah, it slept pretty good. Shelter held up great. It got a little bit colder than I wanted it to, but I was able to stay warm, and sleeping bag worked fine. Not too bad. Now I'm going to bust into this other sticky pack to get my coffee out, because I put remnants of supplies in here so I can pull it out. Okay, this is the other design sticky pack. So again, it has the two elastic bands on top. I have them hooked with carabiners, and you can put this all over your pack. It's got the Made in USA logo on it. It's really nice, and the Sticky Packs logo on the bottom. It's got a big Velcro spot here that you can place patches. I mean, I've seen people use like for blood types, or just for your, like for example, I think I have some ones from the Alpha Outpost that we put on, like the Viking one. Stick that on there. Works good. And then the cool thing about these two pouches is you got zippers, but they're utilizing the full space of the pouch. So this one, when you open it up, goes all the way down. And then this one does the same thing. So it's maximum efficiency as far as for the material used. Again, very durable material, seems to be water resistant, but I put my hygiene kit in here. I say this whole thing fits in there. Boom. And it's you can put your, like if you had this set up, you had fire kit, you could put your fire kit in here. You could put your important belongings like wallet, keys, and secure this somewhere, because that's something you don't want to lose out in the outdoors. And then I have my coffee in here. So I get my Taster's Choice, and then leftover coffee from last night's ration I'm going to make up right now. And then I got another patch. This is from the Torch Alpha Outpost. But like I said, you can use the Velcro for even like a lot of the lines I tie up lines, I'll have Velcro straps. You could hook your Velcro straps to this so you don't lose them. So there's a lot of applications for this. But again, another versatile pouch. I got another drink in there. You can hold quite a bit of stuff in there. So again, the maximum efficiency for the space needed for it. I have to ask Dennis. This would work out good for boondocking. I always think about camping, hiking, outdoors. But now that I know about boondocking and camping and living in your vehicles and whatnot, this would be a good application because you could hang it up. And again, it has maximum space for a little bit of room. Okay, now that our coffee water's done, so this is the 3-in-1 vanilla coffee. It has add 24 ounces of hot water, seal bag, shake well, sweeten the taste, or for stronger flavor, reduce hot water. So I'm going to reduce the water a little bit so I make it a little bit stronger. Now I typically don't like creamer and sugar in my coffee, but I noticed when there's 3-in-1s and whatnot, go ahead and see inside the pouch. Like 3-in-1s and whatnot, I actually don't mind it. I actually enjoy it, so maybe I'm just getting the mixture wrong. It does have a very nice vanilla flavor, smell to it. Alright, I got my coffee done. Use my wooden cup from my Alpha Outpost. Let's go ahead and try it out. Well, that's nice. I added about probably just over half the amount of water needed to get a nice bold flavor, and it worked. It's got a really nice bold flavor, slightly vanilla, slightly sweetened. Like I said, I don't normally like 3-in-1 coffees, but I like this. The premixes usually work out pretty good. And I can't get over how awesome this cup is. Like I said, it's something about it. Drinking the coffee from it just enhances the flavor. It makes it even better. Okay, so final thoughts on the overnight, the gear and the food. The overnight, I was able to come out here, make a shelter I've never built before. I was able to make 3 freestanding walls this first time. And then I utilized the Minotaur Trading Company tarp tent for the roof. It worked out great. The tarp tent worked fantastic. It comes with 4 stakes and cordage. I didn't need it for this application, but it comes with it, so it's really nice. So you can utilize it for hammock camping. In case of emergency, if you need to get out of the elements, this thing will do it. As far as water, I was able to use the Minotaur Trading Company water filtration straw. I was able to go collect dirty water in a Ziploc bag and a 2-liter bottle for drinking, hygiene, and everything. It was very easy to use. I used the straw to drink out of the Ziploc bag, worked fantastic. And then I used the 2-liter bottle to filter my water into the kettle and have water for all that, for my meals and cleaning and everything. So this wing works great. And one thing that this one stands above the others is it has a rubber seal on the good side. I mean, good side, you want to keep that clean. So the last thing you want to do is get the dirty water onto the good side, because you're basically contaminating the filter. So it's a really nice touch, and I really like these water filtration straws. Okay, now for the sticky packs. Sticky packs, I got 2 of them. They're both very well designed, very well constructed. We'll start off with the dual zipper pouch. One thing I really liked about this design is very efficient. This pouch actually goes all the way down the full extent of the full pouch. Same with this one. So it holds a lot of inventory for a little bit of space. That's really nice. Has the Velcro on the front, the 2 elastic straps to strap them around. Really awesome. And then this one, again, holds a lot of items but can condense down because of its design. So it expands out, and then if you need to condense it, it's there. Has a dual zipper up top, so you can lock these if you needed. Very versatile. You can utilize these in hiking, camping, outdoors. I mean, everyday life, these would be effective, right? So I'm going to definitely continue to use these. And I'm going to put the link, Instagram link for these down below. These are awesome. Now for the food. We had the Arctic Field Ration Minotaur Trading Company March Special Bob's Breakfast Bowl. Now this main, again, happens to be one of my favorites. I'd say it's because of the elements of having all the hash browns, the eggs, the ham, all with the gravy, works so well together. But not only that, but everything else that came with it. And Shocker told me the idea about putting the hardtack with the strawberries and the chocolate. That made an awesome dessert. And then the 3-in-1 coffee, vanilla, fantastic. Everything about this ration was great. Definitely go get you one if you can. Special thanks to StickyFingaz745 for sending sticky packs my way. We'll definitely be utilizing these for many trips to come. I'll be putting the Instagram link down below, as well as StickyFingaz745's YouTube channel. He's very well known, awesome reviewer, awesome guy. And then special thanks to Minotaur Trading Company for sending me the ration, the water filtration straw, and the tarp tent. The link for the website will be down below, and use Dub C for that 10% off. Had a great overnight, had a great ration, great gear. What more can you ask for? So that's all I got now. So thanks for watching. Have a great day.